Well, your radar is currently dry. That wasn't necessarily the case about 3 hours ago. Most of the rain was just moving through Georgetown and Horry counties. It was all on the lighter side, but since then, we are currently rain-free. We do still have some patchy fog conditions in place. Those will likely be extending into our area within the next couple of hours, but once we get to late in the morning, that fog chance is going to be gone. Looking at the beach, hour by hour, overcast conditions for the next couple of days. Little tad bit more sunshine as we get to the afternoon and evening time. Winds still going to be coming out of the north, and temperature wise, we're still going to be below average. We should be in the mid 60s, but we're only going to get to the lower 60s for today, so not too far off. But at 2 p.m., only 58 degrees at the coast. Inland's going to have a similar trend, overcast and then a little bit more sunshine by the afternoon time. Winds directly out of the north on the lighter side, only 6 to 10 miles per hour. At 11 a.m., 54 for the PD, and by 2, still only 58 degrees. So going to be on the chillier side. There's the normal temperatures, 66 for Florence, 67 at the coast. And, you know, for our inlandmost communities of Hartsville and Sherrod, not even making it to 60 today, right at 60 for Florence and Laurinburg, and only warming a couple of degrees or so as we extend east, where the Grand Strand expected to see 62 by the afternoon time. And not surprisingly, your low temperatures are going to be following the similar trend of being too cold for this time of year. Mid 30s for Sherrod, upper 30s for Florence, Marion, Laurinburg, just slightly below 40 in Lumberton. Hanging on to those lower 40s along the Grand Strand, only about 5 to 7 degrees below average, but we're going to be significantly below average Thursday night, transitioning into Friday morning. Very high likelihood that Scotland County and the northern part of Marlborough County are going to be seeing freeze conditions. So upper 20s are going to be possible west of I-95 tomorrow night, and we could be seeing potentially freeze conditions everywhere in our viewing area. We're going to look for the National Weather Service to see if we get a frost or freeze warning by later today or possibly by midday tomorrow. So here's our 7-day forecast now. Much cooler air on the way for your Thursday, only mid-50s at the beaches. That's going to last for Friday as well. A lot more sunshine is going to be around, though, as we're going to have those cloudy conditions today. A lot more sunshine all the way through the weekend, but below average temperatures, yeah, they're staying around for a while.
Here's Chris Parks from the Anastapula Law First, sponsored by Conway Medical Center.
Cloud cover is going to be pretty persistent as we go throughout the day, and temperatures are going to be cooler than what we saw yesterday. Somehow we made it to 70 degrees along the Grand Strand, but that'll not be the case for today. Cold front is fast moving well offshore, but the cloud cover is still going to be hanging out. Temperature wise, we're in the mid 40s west of I-95 and really for the PD as well, but 50 for Conway, 53 in Myrtle Beach. If you're walking your dog, I would wear a jacket, maybe even put a jacket on them. At noon, 56 in the PD and mostly cloudy, and 58 at the beaches.
Today on News 13 Now, we'll hear from a local man about why he's raising money to help students with overdue fees. Plus, about half
I'm Radar.
At 9:16, we begin with a live look over downtown Myrtle Beach. Not too windy, still going to have breezy conditions, 6 to 10 miles per hour. Winds still going to be out of the north, so cooler, drier air still going to be on the way, and overcast conditions are going to be pretty constant as we go throughout the day. Radar imagery over the last 3 hours hadn't seen a drop of rain. We are going to be rain-free for today, even though it looks like it could rain at any point with the gray clouds. They are not going to. So for the headlines today, it is going to be cooler today than it was yesterday. Mostly cloudy, but the afternoon time we will get a little bit of a break in that cloud cover, and it's going to be even colder tomorrow. So let's just go ahead and dive into that futurecast. Northerly winds, the partly cloudy conditions into the late afternoon, evening time, but all that dense cloud cover is just going to come right back after midnight, and some light showers are going to be possible between 3 and 6 o'clock in the morning as it continues to move east. Luckily, by the time we get to your morning time commute, the rain and the cloud cover are going to be offshore. It's a great start to your Thursday, though it is going to be on the chillier side. It's going to be vastly different in terms of your sky conditions for tomorrow, because mostly sunny conditions are going to be around Thursday, Friday, all the way through the weekend, but even though it's sunny, it's not necessarily going to be warm outside. So for those high temperatures, normal about 66 for the PD, but Sherrod, Hartsville, not even going to make it there. Upper 50s are the forecasted high, 60 to 61 for the heart of the PD and along the border belt. and just clinging 1 degree warmer at the coast at 62 degrees. And not surprisingly, your low temperatures for tonight are going to follow a similar trend. Mid-30s west of I-95, upper 30s for the PD and along the border belt, and hanging on to those lower 40s at the coast. That's still anywhere from 3 to 5 degrees below average. So not a whole lot going on for today, but your low temperatures for tomorrow, that's going to be a big story because most of the PD is going to be below freezing, and technically the growing season is still ongoing for most of our counties, even upper 20s for Laurinburg and Cheraw. It's going to be very, very cold. 32 for Conway and looking at mid-30s for the coast. So here's that freeze risk there. All of Scotland County, the northern part of Marlborough County should be expecting some frost and freeze conditions, and really the entire viewing area is going to have to be dealing with that potential threat. So just go ahead and protect your plants. Here's your 7-day forecast. Much colder for your Thursday. High of 54, 56 on Friday. At least we make it to 60 on Saturday. Inland, similar trend. 52 tomorrow, 30 overnight. And at least the sunshine's going to stick around all through the week.